Oh, what is going on, YouTube? More another X-Ram here on this incredibly windy day. Holy shit, it's windy. But anyways, today should be kind of cool. I'm gonna take this bad boy in for a not necessary oil change. With this bike, after break-in, they switched to full synthetic oil, so you know, the manufacturer says it goes 7,000 miles. You know, I just like to stay on top of things and find problems before they come up. You know what I mean? Kind of nip in the bud as early as possible. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm taking this bad boy in. Well, it's cool because I'm doing this. I get to, you know, obviously ride several other bikes. So far right now, I know that I'll be able to take the new 1200 Monster out. Alrighty, on here on the 1200 Monster. The thing sounds pretty damn good. Definitely give them that. I think this thing also has a quick shifter on it, so that's pretty interesting. But as far as the riding position, again, this is a nice, comfortable seating position, as the Diavel was. The only thing is, like, I feel like the Diavel is wider, but we'll see. We shall see. Oh, man. I'll tell you what, going from what I just got off of to this is so weird. So flippin' weird. The brakes aren't bad, but they're not nearly as touchy as mine. So doing a light squeeze doesn't apply as much brake as you know, obviously mine does. And I gotta get used to the damn foot position because the feet position's 100% different, which means the brake feels different. That means the shift feels different. Tell you what though, the color display is actually kind of sweet. It's got a like a brushed aluminum background. I don't know if you can change that or not, but that's pretty cool. This thing has obviously 3 riding modes: Sport, Touring, and Urban. Obviously I'm a Sport. I asked to have the traction control turned on, just for an extra added little buffer there. No real reason. Oh, fuck me, look at that. I didn't know that was even there. Completely brought off topic. Nice McLaren over there. The MP12C4, or whatever the fuck it is, I don't remember. It's got a weird ass name. Yeah, you gotta give a little bit more of a input as far as the braking goes. Also, the seat on this is, you know, obviously very comfortable, but the angle on it is easily changed. You can actually, when you pop the seat up, there's little spacers you can put on it to adjust the seat height and the angle, whether you want it more aggressive, you want it more laid back, and right now it's kind of more on the sportier, if you'd say, position. So you're a little bit farther forward, but still upright. I mean, people think this is forward, and I feel like I'm sitting completely straight up right now, and I know I got a little bit of a lean, but not much. The power delivery is from a light beautifully smooth. And you know, obviously race mode of the Ducati, of my 1199, you know, that thing is just balls out freaking power. This isn't. So that's always pretty good. Well, swimmingly as the person in front of me will do. I remember this is a frontage road. I can't do 80 on it because, well, speed limit isn't 80 on it. The other thing that sucks today is it's super windy, and it was tough on my bike with the, why would you turn the blinker on? Woo! Just like the 1199, when you get up into the high revs is when this bad boy really starts to pick up right around 7,000 RPM. And that's when you really get to feel this 1200. Oh man, it's a great riding position. I feel like kind of an old man. What the fuck do you twist? I tell you, I've yet to do a review where I've had the mirrors exactly where I want them to be. Every time, like I'll start out and think they're good, and then I'll get on the highway and realize they suck. But anyways, yeah, you stay in your lane, homie, look up. This thing's comfy. This thing's very comfortable. Very comfortable. Like you said, the RPMs, you gotta get around 7,000 RPM to really get the feel out of this motor. Low end, like I said, it's tame. It's not crazy torquey or anything like that. It's probably a little less peppy than I'd like, but again, you got to remember what it is I just got off of to what I'm getting on to now. The horsepower range is obviously way different, but so far the little horsepower it has, well, not little, the horsepower that it has, you can feel, you know, when you twist the throttle, get on it. Oh man, if it weren't for this damn wind, it'd be even a beautiful flipping day out. Oh my god, listen to that freaking weed eater go. Although, you know, I can't say too much about Hondas. I used to own one, I still love. You dumb fuck. That, my friends, is why you stay this close to the line, because I had this whole room to go around them. Fucking cocksuckers. Plenty of power. Plenty of power. 6 gear too. God, I love the sound of these motors, man. The popping, the snarling, even on a nice, sedate cruising bike such as this monster, it still's got that snarl to it, that pop, that just lets you know, fuck, it's a sport bike here. Under a freaking Comm Bikes mentality, you know? So nice. You know what I'm saying? The squeeze on this is not nearly as aggressive, obviously, as the 1199 is. tell you, that's the biggest difference from going from bikes to bike like I've been able to do, is getting the feel for the brakes, because they're good, don't get me wrong. They're definitely more mild of a brake than what's on the higher performance, you know, super sports. I mean, obviously it's what they're meant for. Nice. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. I like that. Shit. That was freaking... This thing's got some fucking giddy up. Oh man, that was fun. Alright, so... the new Ducati 1200 Monster. It's a nice bike. The power delivery is smooth and consistent. It's got some balls to it. It most certainly does. It's funny because of how smooth the power delivery is. I end up going a lot faster than I feel it is, because the ride's real smooth, and like I said, it's such an easy roll of the throttle. It just goes on so nicely that I'll look down and realize I'm doing 90 by accident. Yes, by accident. But you know, the brakes again are real soft and forgiving as well. If you accidentally grab a little bit front brake, it's going to be not nearly as touchy. I think the Dievel's front brakes were a little bit touchy, but not too bad. This is definitely a little more smooth as far as the braking is. With that though, you know, I'm more used to the stronger brakes. So for me, you know, the brakes I feel are just a little weak. But for those of you that ride this style of bike and are looking for something that's got still an evenly smooth brake, this is definitely it. The obviously low end torque on these bikes are usually, you know, the newer motor, it's a little less, but with this one it's definitely noticeable during slow speed maneuvers, parking lots, U-turns, shit like that. So you can definitely tell, and you definitely have to rev it up a good bit more than what you'd be used to on a different bike. I didn't get to lean the bike over nearly that far, but the little bit that I did, it was very firm, very confident, inspiring. You know, like the newer Ducatis now, they all have the electronic traction control, the ABS. This doesn't have, no, I don't believe this has suspension dampening. So I got to ride the 1200 Monster, and like I said before on the review, I enjoyed it. I wish it wasn't as god-awful windy as it was, and kind of still is. I would have ridden it a good bit longer and a little farther, and I did a couple different roads, but no point in pushing it with the weather the way that it is. I'd rather not have an issue because of that. So be that as it may, 1200, awesome bike. Let's say if you're like Ducati or whatever that has like the 696, I think it is, that 1200 is a very nice step up, and it's not an unmanageable 1200 or 1198, whatever the CC says in that thing. I think it's 1198. So yeah, all in all, great ride. Again, thank you guys, Tommy in particular, for setting it up for me. And again, thank you for you guys taking care of my baby, getting the oil changed and all that good stuff. So with that, you all have a good one.